Okay, welcome to the sixth in our series of ICN Player Profiles. I'm joined today by the one and only August Godbey from PS230. August, let's start out with the basic stats about you, your name, age, grade, the team you play
Okay,
for.
my name is August Godbey, as you said, and I'm in fourth grade right now. Well, yeah, and
How old are you?
my huh?
How old are you?
I'm 10. I turned 10 in March.
Awesome. Oh, you're a March birthday like me.
Yeah,
Okay, and you
and
play for what team?
PS230. We don't really have a team name yet.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. PS230, like the team logo, or I should say the school logo is like a tree.
Yeah,
Is like a tree icon. And then we made this design for the chess team. Are you wearing yours
yeah,
too?
yeah. I'm wearing mine.
Cool. And but we don't have like a name like Warriors or Lions or whatever.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
we've never really settled on something for that. Um, but you've been around with this chess team for quite a long time, right?
3 years.
3 full years, and so that would put you part of the old guard. You were
Yeah,
around when it was just me and the chess team in the library, right?
yeah. I was there for the last year.
For the last year of that format,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So you're a pretty interesting case as a chess player. You had a huge surge in strength this year, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Because it really was amazing. Like your rating strength doubled or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, okay. I was starting out. I started out this year like a 600,
Yeah,
and my goal was to get over 1,000
yeah.
by the end of the year. And I won the first tournament, and I won 2.5.
Out
It
of
was a
three.
quads tournament
Yeah,
at the end of September. My rating jumped to like 700
yeah,
something, and
yeah,
then I just kept doing that. At
yeah.
quads was like the main thing, and then when I got to my first real tournament, my rating was already 956.
Mm. And where did it get to by the time we went into hiding here? What was the peak you got?
1214. My peak was 1306, but my rating then was 1214.
Wow. You
I
got over 13. Wow.
Yeah. Well, in the day went, I was 1306 going to the last tournament
Uh,
for um Saratoga. Of
mm,
course, that got canceled,
yeah.
and I wasn't feeling good that day, and I lost every round, and I went
Mm.
down.
So what do you think? I mean, that's an amazing rating jump for the year. That might be number one in all of ICN as far as like over the overall year rating jump. What do you attribute it to? Like what did you do that made this happen?
Um, I did Chess Kid a lot, and I mean, I went up quickly. I went up, but not as quick as I did breaking 1,000.
Yeah.
But like I got to 1,000 from 600, maybe 5 tournaments.
Yeah, it seems to happen so fast. But you didn't stop there. It just kept going. I felt like there was no stopping you for a while there. It seemed like there was just no stopping you in any direction.
Even though I did have a few bad tournaments, though.
But
That
you
were
did like so
Yeah.
to be fair, there was like you did a lot of chess puzzles through the year, correct? I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't magic. It was hard work. You did a lot of work.
I actually calculated it, and at one point where I was like 1,200, I think my average of puzzles solved per week was 84,
Yeah.
which is
That's
pretty
yeah,
good.
that's very good. I think some kids they'll do like 300 in 1 week, and then they just will go dormant for a long time. But if you can average 84 across the school year, across even most of the school year, I mean, it's no surprise that your rating goes up so much. But I mean, you worked hard in club too. You came to all of our events. You were often at our camps and stuff. You really put a lot of time into it. So I feel like you earned all those points. Can I ask, do you have any like goal as far as your rating or anything is concerned? I feel like you far exceeded your per year goal right now. Do you have like a next goal? You have something set up?
My next goal is probably to get in like the over 1400 quads.
Yeah. The big dogs. Well, I don't think that seems like it's going to happen pretty soon. I mean, that could happen over the summer or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you tracking your rating now on the ICN rating system that we've created?
I haven't really been tracking it, but I checked yesterday and it said I checked the top 50 and it said my rating was 1277 now.
Interesting. Yeah. So I think you
Dude,
started.
I played in a couple tournaments, but
yeah, you haven't played a lot during the shutdown. You've been busy, yeah.
I've been busy. Yeah, I mean, I'm in 4th grade. They give you work like some days are kind of cooled off, but then every once in a while they'll throw something out you, like they'll do a virtual field trip or whatever, and you have to spend 2-3 hours on that, which
right.
I don't like to do, but
no, it's important.
She said she wants to just get us ready for 5th grade so we don't have to take in it all there.
Yeah, of course. No, it makes sense. I mean, we're all still trying to keep our lives moving normally. Are you looking to, it seems like in the last few days or so you've been warming up again and doing puzzles and stuff. Are you getting back in chess mode?
Yeah, maybe a week ago, my dad gave me the idea to do chess kit again. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I should do that and so I don't zone out of chess.
Yeah.
I did one of the Zoom meetings, but it's not the same when you're just listening to the coach.
Yeah.
The whole time for an hour.
Yeah,
when I think of chess club, I think of hanging out, eating snacks with the other kids and playing each other.
Yeah.
That's like my idea of chess club, because the other just sitting there and doing a lesson the whole time isn't really chess club. Like
I think of it as
fun, not just
Sure. I think of it as the difference between I call it the difference between passive and active learning. Active learning is like you say in chess club, you're interacting with your teammates, you're answering questions during the lesson. There's a lot of involvement on your own personal level. Whereas in the Zoom sessions, it's more passive. You sit and take in information and you don't get to participate as much. It's an unfortunate side effect of how we're doing things in our current state, but it won't last forever. But make sure, if you can, to plug into some of those 4 p.m. long game events, because those are a good place to work on your skills again.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the lessons. I want to ask you about a sidebar interest. I should say, from my perspective, it's like a sidebar interest, but I think for you, it's a main passion. Baseball.
Yep.
You're a baseball guy, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little about your baseball life?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. It actually has a relation to chess for me.
Yeah, I want to know about it. So tell me first what baseball means to you, just in its own world. Like you're a player, or you just watch it and pay attention?
I play.
Okay.
I have my own league.
Okay. And are you a pitcher? What do you do?
I pitch, I play the infield.
Okay.
I like first base and pitching the best.
Do you follow the pro sports too?
Yeah.
You do. So you have a favorite team, favorite players, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite team, favorite player, and so
on? The Mets and Pete Alonso. Have you heard of him?
Yep. Is he an outfielder, or is he no?
He's a first baseman. He's also a rookie.
Yeah.
Who hit the most home runs this year.
Yeah.
Broke the record for most home runs by a rookie.
Excellent.
And the Mets actually didn't make the postseason this year, but they're actually a half game out of the wild card.
Oh wow, it was really
close. I was kind of thinking I want to take that, because I think they have a good team now, and I want them to take that momentum into
Into
this
the next
year.
year. Yeah, that's a big deal. You've heard me talk about that a lot, about the idea of building on the things you start. Getting a ball
Yeah.
rolling and then keeping the momentum going. That's a big deal in sports generally. Do you think the Mets will be a big deal in the next season? I mean, whenever stuff gets starting again,
Yeah.
are they poised to be
I
better?
think it is going to start again this season
Yeah.
because I think this quarantine will be over before the season would usually end.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be a full season. Maybe
Yeah. Sure.
instead of 162 games, maybe 120 games or something.
Yeah. No, they might have a partial season. They might start playing games in empty stadiums and stuff like that too, I think. So tell me about chess and baseball and the what you feel like.
The revelation?
Yeah.
Okay, like in baseball, you kind of have to set your feet to get in the right position to field the ball sometimes. It's like in chess where you have to make certain moves with the pieces to actually get in a good position.
Wow, that's excellent. What an excellent parallel. Can you turn the screen a little so I'm only seeing the top of your face there? There you go. That's better. Yeah. So you're saying like develop your pieces to good squares so that tactics can occur, right? Is kind of like
Yeah.
putting your feet straight on the ground so that when you're ready to make a play or be part of the action, you're prepared. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you kind of have to do two things at once, which is in baseball. I'll give an example for one of my plays. I was a first baseman, and there was a slow roller right down the line, and I had to run to it, and I knew there's going to be no one covering first base for me. So
Yeah.
what I had to do was I had to run up and get the ball in my mitt, and then just swing at the runner with my mitt and try to tag him.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be foul, but and sometimes you have to in chess, you have to make a certain move that will defend two weaknesses.
Oh, interesting. Wow, that's awesome. Now, isn't it the pitcher's job? It's the pitcher. If you get a slow roller down the first base line and the first baseman is the only guy to cover it, so the pitcher's supposed to run to first base, right?
Often, yes, but it's Little League, and the guys on my team, we weren't a really good team. Like, it was mostly 10-year-olds, and I was a 9-year-old, and I played the best that year.
Yeah.
And these guys weren't they weren't like they weren't experienced enough to know I should cover first base.
Yeah. That's a pretty deep concept. Yeah. That's part of the team element that's so important, knowing what your job is in every scenario. It's kind of like knowing your pieces in chess, right? It's like bishops are good for this, knights are good for that, and you got to have the pieces in the right places at the right times to make things happen, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you feel like when you're on a baseball diamond in the middle of a game, do you ever feel like, oh, chess prepared me for this idea or anything like that? Does that ever happen?
I actually don't, but that's an interesting question though.
Yeah.
I don't actually though.
Yeah. I know chess pops up. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and so chess is interwoven with my life in a lot of ways. So I have that thought because I've had practice thinking it. But maybe that will occur to you now that I've put the bug in your ear.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite all-time chess experience, like a camp or a tournament that you were at, or something that you stands out as like the best thing ever?
I do.
What is it?
I have the trophy here that I won at it. I got sick on the way, so I threw up in the school actually that day, and then I came out and won 3 in first place in under 700.
You have the trophy? Oh, that's awesome.
That's the day I actually played 4 matches. This is I think, when was it? It was.
Does it have the date on it? The trophy?
Yeah, February 3rd, 2019.
Oh, so that was so it was in 3rd grade.
Yeah, I was in 3rd grade.
So That's
It's
amazing.
hard. It's hard to see.
No, it's okay. We got to look. That's awesome. That's awesome that you remember. Why do you think that's your favorite? Because of the first place prize, or because you overcame?
Yes, and actually, that was one of the first big, um, big events for 230. Actually, we won. We got first place that day in under 700.
Oh, yeah, that
We
is.
were actually coming into round 3. We were tied with PS59 for points in under 700,
Yeah.
and then we were tied again, but we got tie breaks.
Oh, wow. I'm amazed you have such a great memory of that. I'm very happy that you have such a great memory of that. Speaking of this idea about our team, we lose a couple players, to graduation this year. Shamo will be leaving, and Owen, and I wonder what are your thoughts about being a fifth grader? Well, let me before I ask that, let me say one other thing. I was extra sad about the shutdown because this was going to be the first year that PS230 was going to be sending players on trips.
Yeah.
Like we had a few kids going to state championship, and then we had a few kids who were interested in going to nationals. It was going to be the first time ever for this team. What are your thoughts about going into fifth grade and making plans about that sort of stuff?
I think my plans, I want to go to state championships.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is actually that's around my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And like I had the year before this, last year, I was in 3rd grade. My birthday party was the same weekend as states.
Yeah.
So everyone who I invited, most of them were in chess club, but none of them were actually going. So
here's a question for you. Let me ask you right now so I can get this on the record.
Mm-hmm.
If it ends up falling on the same weekend as your birthday, are you interested in celebrating your birthday at the tournament, like going and playing at states?
That's possible.
It's possible. So a lot of times we'll have like a star player will say, well, that major tournament falls on my birthday, so I won't be coming. and then it makes things difficult, but we'd make it worth your while. We have a party.
I know I'm gonna have to kind of lead the team next year.
I think so. I mean, I think you might be first board right now. You and Shamo.
No, Shamo is higher. I checked.
Oh, okay.
Shamo's like at 1,300 now.
Okay.
I think he's been playing more in the tournaments.
Yeah. So I mean.
Yeah. But I think next year some people have a chance to actually get into under 1,400.
Oh, for sure. We have a lot of players coming up that I think will be good. And we've got a group of first graders and kindergartners I'm excited about too.
Yeah, I'm excited to have like youngsters who are like Dylan and Leo cooking.
Yeah.
That are ready to have a good chess session.
Yeah, and I think they'll be ready to plug into the team level at a high level, where maybe even where you are. I'm excited for that. I think it'll be fun to, and I think you'll be a good leader for that group. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you can take on that job?
Mhm.
All right, let's see that trophy again.
Oh, something broke off of it, but it's.
Oh no! Hold it back. I see.
It's broken off before. It's just this.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. It has to be.
Yeah.
Screwed in or whatever. August, I appreciate very much you taking the time with me today.
I fixed it.
Yay! Thanks for making time. So sorry it was hard to schedule. We had a little scheduling blip, but I appreciate you making the time.
Oh, by the way, do you remember Robbie from last year?
Aronchik?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out it's his birthday today.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Are you going to see him later on Zoom or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to do a Zoom I'm going to a Zoom party.
Can you tell him that Coach West, Mr. West said happy birthday and I hope everything's good? Yeah. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah. All right. Thank you, August.
He's also a baseball guy.
What's that?
He's also a baseball guy.
Who are the other baseball people in our circle of chess players?
Owen, kind of.
Yeah.
I know he's more of hockey, but he can't play baseball.
Yeah.
And Robbie and Arthur. Robbie plays baseball. Arthur kind of plays baseball.
Yeah.
But.
Cool. All right. Thanks, August. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.